Hello, Digger fans, and welcome to another episode of Mines MidWeek with Colorado School of Mines head volleyball coach Jamie Skadeland. Coach, how are we doing today?
Good.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. All right, let's go back to last weekend. You guys went 2-0 with a 3-1 win over Chadron State and a 3-0 win over Black Hills State, both on the road. But first, let's talk about Friday. The pesky Chadron Eagles giving you guys a hard time again, but you get the 3-1 victory. Take us through that match.
Well, I thought they played out of their minds. We were kind of in their territory. They had a decent crowd, and I think game one they showed us right away what they were wanting to accomplish. They went for everything. I mean, from an offensive standpoint, I don't think I've ever seen them like that. And then even from a serving standpoint, I think they made it very clear that they wanted to make sure that we were not in system, so we couldn't, run the offensive system that we normally do. And so, I don't know. I kind of feel like they outplayed us a little bit in a couple of the games, and then I think we realized after game one and losing that game one, I think 22-25, that we needed to step up. And so game two, we made some big switches, but even then, we were trailing most of game two. The girls just kind of had to find their way out of it. But Chadron played really well and did a really good job. And I don't think, and I said this last time about them, I don't think their record shows what kind of team they are.
Right.
So when I heard that they beat CCU the next night, I really wasn't surprised because I thought they played really well against us. We didn't hit great, but we dug well, and Hannah kind of led us through that, our senior libero, with 30 digs, and kind of kept us in the game from that sense. And so, I guess if the offense is going to be off, the defense has to be on if you're going to win a game.
Correct.
So,
well,
it was a good win.
You got the win.
We took a deep breath when we left there.
You got the win, and then had to travel over to Spearfish.
Yeah.
The next night, you got a 3-0 victory over the Yellow Jackets. Take us through that match.
Black Hills is a great blocking team. They were the last time we saw them. The first time we saw them, I think they had 15 blocks against us. We need to see that, because that to me is what we're going to see more in postseason. Our girls need to see a big double block in front of them, and then the challenge is how are you going to score, because we really haven't seen that since preseason when we saw Concordia and Wingate and Wayne. When you're seeing these big double blocks, how are you going to score with that? So Black Hills challenged us in that sense from a blocking standpoint, but we still found a way to score with a couple of different offensive changes we had in game one. So hit better and played a little bit better, and I like that we got in and got out in three, and let's move on.
Right. Okay. Well, the pair of wins extended your program record win streak to 13 matches, and you guys have won 20 out of your last 21 matches. And for you, it was your third 20-win season at the helm of the program, so congratulations to you. And congratulations to the team, again, for extending their win streak. All right, so I want to talk about two players. Obviously, it's going to be senior night on Saturday against Metro State, and it's quite fitting that both of your seniors were named RMAC Players of the Week. Melanie Wanamaker, senior from Kingwood, Texas, earned her 4th Offensive Player of the Week award. And then senior libero Hannah Margheim, Highlands Ranch native, earned her 2nd straight Defensive Player of the Week award. And Melanie, just announced yesterday, was named the RMAC Female Athlete of the Month.
That's awesome.
Congratulations to those two. And I know we've talked about them a lot on this show because they're obviously a very important part of your program. But once again, just explain to the fans how important those two have been to your program, not only this season, last season, but since they've been on campus.
Well, I mean, they've been with me and Heather since the beginning, and so there's a lot that comes with that once you hit your 4th year. You just understand the program and how it runs, and so then all of a sudden you start to see this maturity in them, and they start to kind of make sure the underclassmen know where they need to be and know what they need to wear, and they just are kind of turned into the mother hen. And that's something that kind of happens their senior year, and then all of a sudden on the court you start to see some decisions made in play that you haven't seen them do before. or you'll see them handle the pressure or take over tight matches. I mean, that's what you ultimately want by the time they're seniors. You want your seniors to be able to take control and just lead us through, wherever we end up going. And those two have done a phenomenal job with that. Both are captains, and they both have very different captain styles. One's a little bit more outspoken than the other, but the one is a little bit different on the court than the other. And so they really balance each other out in that sense. Sometimes when you only have two seniors and you have such a large group of freshmen, it can be tricky to figure out how you're going to lead. Mm-hmm. But they've done a really good job with it, and I back them all the way. I completely trust them, and they've just done a lot here. They've accomplished a lot here since they've been here, and I'm just really proud of them. And so I've said this before when we've talked about them, I just want it to end the way they would want it, so we have really been trying to hit home, how we want to end the season. We want to get an RMAC title because we're so close, and we want to get to the regional tournament because we're so close. And when you've already had a great career here, what a great way to end.
Right.
So, I hope I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that that ends the way they would want it to. So, great captains, great seniors. You cannot win without great seniors. So, I'm happy for them.
They've been great, and both of them climbing up the career record charts in different categories.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they'll keep doing that throughout the rest of the year. All right, let's look ahead to this weekend. Mm-hmm. Big matches coming up.
Yeah.
On Friday, you guys are going to have Parents' Night and host the alumni parents and battle Regis, a team you beat once already this year.
Yep.
But this time, they're coming over here. Mm-hmm. You guys take your undefeated record at home, put it on the line against two of the better teams in the conference.
Yep.
So what are you expecting to see out of the Rangers on Friday?
It's going to be a battle. They have a little bit different of a different lineup than last time we saw them. Not that that does much, but something that will just be different than the last time we saw them, and some key changes in key positions. So, and our team is ready for that, prepared for that, and kind of like we've talked about all week in practice, we have to just play solid on our side. And last time we contained the players that we needed to contain. Except for their right side. Their right side kind of had a scoring frenzy against us. We want to make sure that it doesn't happen again. She's going to get our kills. She's a very talented right side hitter. But we want to, do a little bit better job defensively to make sure that she just doesn't score at will. And so we just have to serve tough, and we have to pass well. I mean, kind of like we do every single match. So I'm hoping that we have a good crowd behind us, so we can really push to get that win. That would be a big win for us.
It would definitely. I'll explain why that would be a very big win after we talk about Metro State. Mm-hmm. So the Roadrunners are coming in on Saturday, senior night for Hannah and Mel.
Yep.
It's the only team that's beat you in conference this year.
I know.
And you guys have won 20 out of your last 21 matches.
Yeah.
Could possibly be on a 21-match winning streak if it weren't for Metro State.
I know.
They're coming into town on Saturday.
Yeah.
What do you expect to see?
We match up so differently to them, compared to Regis. They're kind of a similar team as us, and so I don't know. The matchup has always been a little funky between us, but we know who we have to contain, and these two teams are very competitive against each other, and so it's just. We have to make some adjustments that we didn't make the last time we saw them. They scout us very well. We try to do the same back. And then we have to be able to make adjustments in the middle of the match. Mm-hmm. And our players have to respond that point. And I think that's what got us last time, is when we tried to make these adjustments, it was taking too long to make the change.
Right.
And against a team like that, you can't do that. And so, again, that's just something we've been focusing on this week. And I don't know, big game, both Friday and Saturday, and our girls have to be, stay as fresh as possible, and we got to get the win.
Yes, you do need to get the win, and I'm going to explain to the fans why. With a win on Friday against the Rangers, coupled with a loss by Western New Mexico, you guys would clinch the outright RMAC championship. Mm-hmm. Just a win will get you a share. And if you guys win both, you clinch the RMAC title outright, no matter what.
Right.
So
we don't want to share.
yeah, you don't want to
I
share.
like to share. Let's
So
win it outright.
Get another one of those banners up there.
Yeah.
And so, well, Coach, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Good luck to your seniors. I hope they have a great time.
Yeah.
This weekend, it's going to be all about them and the entire team. Obviously, another banner would look really nice in here.
It really would.
So,
It would, yeah.
all right. Well, good luck. Fans, that's all the time we have with Coach Skadeland. We'll see you next time.